Hey tubers, I don't know about you, but at my house, I push my stove until, well, I've only got one eye left out of 4. So at this point, I gotta fix the damn stove. And that's why we're sitting here in the kitchen. You can see it over my shoulder. I got Blackie visiting. This is Red's legitimate daughter. And isn't this a pretty dog, huh? Looks just like Red, same size, shape, feel. Oh, this is a beautiful animal. Come here, Biscuit. Come here. And then we got Biscuit. Now, Biscuit looks just like her mama. This is Red's illegitimate daughter. And Biscuit's just an old bag of worms, huh? Are you good, Biscuit? Huh? Yeah. She don't even like to play. But let's look at the stove and get this straightened out. What's happened is, over the last 5-6 years, I don't know, one at a time, the eyes have been blinking out. And so I've already done a little prep work here. And I took one of the eyes out and went over and went to the parts store, bought a new eye. I wanted to buy a couple of eyes. You can't get these things at Lowe's or Home Depot. This stove is so old, it's got the 3-prong setup, and nobody makes that. So I've pulled out, God, it looks rough down there. And what you've got is the 3 wires into the little ceramic. Now, the new eye actually comes with new ceramics, new screws. So I'm going to use that shit. But I'm going to put the new eye in the front. When the supplier gets more later in the week, I'll put another new eye here. This one seems to have no power. So I'm just going to stuff an eye in there for now and screw with it. Big boy works, and then I'll have 3. I think while I'm there, when I go back, I'm going to buy a big boy eye too and put it in the drawer, because this thing's not happy. Okay, that's a plan. Now, to replace these, all you got to do is pop open the little prongs. You can do this with a screwdriver, or if they're really old, just use your hands. And you got the 3 wires. I've already disconnected the power, so don't get yourselves all crazy. I flipped the breaker. And then you just attach them appropriately to these spots. And I'm going to take apart this front eye here and put the new one in. And just get things squared away. Okay, thanks, bye. I'm just using a socket with a 1/4-inch wrench to take off the 3 nuts. And what it appears is black's on the double, white's in the middle, red's on the left. You can't see it, but I re-screwed the pieces to the ends. That's too simple to even show. Re-sandwiched it in the new brick, put the clips on. It's the same as the old stuff. If you saw it coming apart, you can put it back together. And then you just got to flip this over. I put new foil underneath. And down it goes. Now I'm going to put an eye back in there, even though that's a dead one. And then I'll test everything out and see what we've got. When I get a new eye, I'll clean that boy out. And I'm going to buy a backup eye for over here. Here's the wrap up. Without even reading the instructions, because I tore them when I was taking it apart, I just did the basic 1-for-1 swap on the wires and split open the little casings. There it is. It's hot, so I'm not going to touch it. This burner, I've decided, even though it's working good, it's looking rough. I'm going to replace it. And I still need to replace this one because it's only working at 50%. But a big upgrade. Gone from 1 burner to 2.5. Yeah. And the guy, of course, charged me an arm and a leg for that friggin' burner, $35 with the tax. But hey, maybe I should buy it online. All right. Bye. Well, tubers, there it is. All fixed.
I actually went and got another couple of eyes, so I've only got one dead one. Now the only thing I had to do was, they didn't want to sit flat in the hole, so I ended up taking a pair of pliers and just kind of bending up the metal lip a little till they all decided they wanted to sit flat on the stove. Other than that, a simple swap to keep the old stove alive.
One last thing, tubers. Remember, if women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.